Hello everyone. Welcome to our lives everybody. If you can please share our live stream and welcome, we will be starting soon. I am Mere Blogs2 and Claire will introduce herself as well.
Hello everyone.
I am ready when you're ready.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hi everyone, this is Mere and we welcome you to another live stream episode of Creator Corner. So I hope you're gonna just enjoy and sit back and watch this live stream for tonight. So,
Yep. Is our guest ready to be put up?
Wait. I'll put you on first. Okay.
Okay.
Just I'm sorting things out. Oops.
Too close. Okay. Everyone sit back and enjoy this wonderful interview with our guests. Follow the sun. Keep this camera to the right direction would help. Okay. Just waiting for the guest. Welcome, Spotless Calm. We're just waiting for our guest to get here. Make sure I got my questions ready on here. Yep. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes, I could hear you before. We can't hear you now because you're not on the screen.
Okay. I'm gonna put him on.
Okay. Hello, Follow the Sun. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Hi.
I am great. Nice to see you here.
Chris.
Yeah, good to be here.
Hi, Chris. It's good morning,
And
right?
yeah,
This is Kai. It's Kai.
Just woke up. It's a sunny day today.
Sunny day.
Good.
That's
That's
good.
nice.
That's good. It's just your early morning now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 10:30. So I'm not a morning person. So this is like the time I normally would wake up. So it's good.
It's my fault. I woke you up too early.
What time are you guys from the UK?
I'm from the UK.
6:30, I guess.
8:30.
6. No,
Six
it's
thirty.
Yeah,
6:30.
6:30 in the UK. Yes, 6:30
Yep, it is.
in the afternoon.
So it is.
Uh,
It is. Yeah.
how is life in the
Um,
UK? Is it a little bit doable these days?
It's sunny today. It's been raining and stormy today as well, but weather's been pretty good. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm in Portland right now. There's like if you compare it with Europe, it would be Lyon, a little bit South France. So it's a pretty mild climate.
Mild weather.
is it
That's
sunny
good.
there at Portland?
Yeah, it's very
It
sunny.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. It's good to follow this the sun here.
hmm Yeah.
Christian, I woke you up early. Oh
Else.
man.
Well, I have my coffee ready.
Is it coffee? You're having coffee? That's good. Coffee is good in the morning. Okay.
Yep.
Uh, let's pull blogs, Christian.
Yep. I am Paul Blogs
At
too.
a one there. Let's pull blog at one. But yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, you
Is
said
the audio
this
good?
one more time.
Could,
One more time.
could you hear me?
Yeah. Oh
Hi,
yeah, no, it's
Christian. This is
no.
me. This is Chai. Okay.
Hi, and that's
Yeah.
Paul. And
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, and it's
Paul,
me.
and there's Claire.
This is
Yeah, that
Paul.
way.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Good morning. I woke you up too early.
no,
That's, uh, she's, she's gone off the screen. But she's just saying hello to you. I'm Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
hi Paul.
So,
yes.
how
She,
was?
oh, go on.
Oops. Okay. So we're gonna ask that we want to know more about the channel. Christian, I've followed the site. Where's Monique?
Monique,
Is at work?
I see, she actually lives in the Netherlands,
Oh,
so she's right there in the Netherlands right now.
Okay.
Um, so there's some travel restrictions, so she cannot always come here right now. So I will be traveling to Europe next month to do some nice make some nice drone videos, see what European countries are open. But in the last years, we've done a lot of shooting on many different places in the world.
Yes,
In
indeed.
uh-huh.
yeah, in Europe, Asia,
Yep.
um, South America, Africa. So
Wales.
um,
Wales
what?
as well. Wales. You did,
Wales?
you did one in Wales as well on one of your videos.
Wales?
Yeah.
I think
So,
it's Washington.
Welsh.
oh, Washington.
Yeah,
Oh,
Washington.
Washington State.
It's
Oh
Washington.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's I think one of the most beautiful states. Actually, right here, Oregon. Actually, that inspired me to start a channel because the surroundings here are absolutely amazing. Yeah, so I do a lot of drone flying.
Indeed.
You have a, you have a beautiful coast here. You have all these mountains, rivers, and some things you do is like go in a kayak and then let the drone follow it. That's a cool thing to do. You can do I'm doing some rafting videos, um, or just climbing mountains. You know,
I enjoy those ones.
climb up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's all here. In South America, we explored there quite a lot. So video I put yesterday was we climbed up to I think 5,000 or even higher, 5,500 meters,
Oh dear.
and I
Mm-hmm.
mean just walking there. If you go from sea level to very high in like a couple of hours,
Uh-huh. Without oxygen.
yeah, then it's really difficult. If you go
Mm-hmm.
gradually, it's way easier. But if you're never used to being high and then go up suddenly,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so Monique, she had some real problems. Like she doesn't drink, but she felt like hangover.
That's
So
right.
this
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's a little
That's
bit.
the side effect when you go high. Mm-hmm.
I was surprisingly I was fine though. So
That's good.
I'm used to hangovers. But
Oh, okay. We'll get to that one. You used to hangovers.
Oh, wow. We should edit that one. We could do editing. Uh-huh.
I've I've not done much in England. I have a short experience of filming in England.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically me on the airport filming an airplane, and the police come
That's right. You need a
asking
license.
Oh my.
asking why are you filming that plane? Can we see the footage? And
Mm-hmm.
can you please delete it?
Yep.
That was about my film career in England.
You've got to have a license to film and permission to film inside towards the airports. Um,
Oh yeah, I didn't
yeah.
know this.
Just in case there's something about it they don't like people filming airports. Yeah, not sure why, but they're a bit strict about it.
Yeah, and this is probably already 10 years ago, so they were already straight for quite some time.
Mm. Well,
Yeah, so
What about in Portland, Chris? Is it free to fly the drone there?
uh,
You've done
well,
videos, 2 or 3 videos in
yeah,
Portland. Would it
it's it's
really
mostly
not
free to
safe?
fly. So we have a big river,
mhm.
and
Mm-hmm.
most of the time on this side of the river, it's okay. Near all the nice buildings, and there's enough to fly here. On the other side, there's some.
I know, I know.
We're going there.
Oh, that's
There
so
we go.
nice.
That's nice. I wish I had that view outside.
That's a nice view.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Yeah,
it's
lovely.
very
still a
nice.
little bit. So there's a big mountain there. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
see it, I think, because of it's a little bit cloudy.
Cloudy.
That's Mount Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Portland is a little bit behind the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the tree. Uh-huh.
There's fine. There's the airport on the other side, so it's not legal to fly, close to an
Mm-hmm.
airport.
That's right. Most airport places don't allow it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's good here. Yeah, it's a pity like in national parks, there's always pretty to fly. It's forbidden there.
Oh, it's forbidden there as well. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think I understand it, but they could maybe make a Monday or so, like drone Monday.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Oh my.
So we just use GoPro or other cameras when we go to national park or fly on the edge of the park,
Mm-hmm.
but not inside. But, it's for the animals.
Yeah, the animal one. Yeah, I saw that today actually. That was quite enjoyable with the music. Um,
Oh.
Yeah,
One of the
yeah. I like the music inside the video that you put together in the video. Where
yeah
We upload a new video today that was hiking
Mhm.
at 15.5,
yeah.
and today,
Yeah, what 5.5 km that one was of hiking. That must have. I'm surprised you're not tired from that. Uh,
I think
Uh,
he's used to that one.
uh,
See,
Uh-huh.
actually, Monique, she has a very good. She's very athletic, so she can hike and bike way better than me, actually. Um, yeah, but it always takes some editing, so it wasn't yesterday or so. Yeah. Um.
Ha! Wait, Chris. D9 is here. Paul. Hi,
just,
D9.
I'm just
D9 is
welcoming
here.
him. Hello, D9. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming.
So, Christian, you've done a lot of hiking. I can see on your videos. You've you and Monique had been to hiking on forest and hiking trails.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
I guess you're also into that, athletic also on that one. Or is she more into hiking and athletic than you?
she's she definitely is a hiker. She needs to go hiking every day. Like she's like a dog. She's not. I need my doggy walk. So yeah, she likes to hike every day at least an hour. Yeah, no, I'm not like that. And um, but it's a good. Also, you need to like there's a lot of mountain tops. If you want to reach it, you
Mhm.
cannot just always drive there. Only the national parks have drives up to the mountain. The South Americans, they like to do drive-by national parks.
Yep.
It's very beautiful. They always make these roads really scenic in the national parks, and
Hmm.
you can see everything without a hike. But if you're outside the national park, you have to do it get to the beautiful spots just by foot, which is okay, it's healthy,
Hmm.
and it's good for video. With a GoPro these days, in the old days when you do a hiking video, the footage always looks like this.
Hmm.
Shaking when they now you can just with your GoPro. It's so stable. I really like it.
It is.
Yeah.
It it
So,
it, it look. It's mind blowing the
Mm-hmm.
videos that you do. They're
yeah. So
very.
I
Mhm.
want to show you this new thing I got.
Okay.
So this drone, it can fly by itself. It
Uh-huh.
it doesn't need it
What's
doesn't
the
need it.
model?
So this is Skydio 2. I waited
That's
14
nice.
months, 14 months delivery
Uh-huh.
time. You cannot get it in Europe, so maybe I will be the first one flying it in Europe next month.
Mm,
Um,
that's
so
Mm-hmm.
I've been,
interesting. You must be
so
excited.
yeah, so
Mm.
I've been flying it a little bit, like just driving to Portland, and then let the drone just following me and circling around me, and it effaced houses, trees, people. And people like they're looking and they see me and they see a
Mhm.
drone, but they can't understand who's flying the drone or how the drone is flying.
Uh,
They're
it's
just acting
following you.
like I just acting like I don't see a drone. It's
Oh my.
it's
There
just
must be some funny faces on people's faces watching you. Just like, oh, what is this? I don't know. Just like this, looking at you, going, what the world is going on?
it's really cool. Yeah, no, yeah, normal. You always see someone hearing it, but
Uh,
that's over now. So I've been driving my car. I just opened the roof. have somebody drive it, and then I just watching the drone, following the car, circling around or next to the car, and then going to pretty areas. So that would be one movie I'm working on right now. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah.
So how does it do that by itself? Do you program it, or you tell it to do, or how's it work?
Um, let me get.
There we go. It's a good question.
Oh my.
So I have this beacon,
Mm-hmm.
and it follows the beacon, so it knows where I am, and also has a visual on me. So it has two ways of tracking me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can put it further away or closer by, and
Okay.
also change, like if I want it to fly around me or just from the side or behind, or
Mm-hmm.
so I can just, yeah, I could just control it while I'm biking. So it's and then it makes this 3D map of the surroundings.
Ooh, that's
So,
smart.
so and
Mm-hmm.
it's going to decide, oh, there's a tree, so it's going to search
Mm-hmm.
for a path around it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really different than what most people use. Most people use DJI drones,
That's right.
which,
Mm-hmm.
which, which also have a tracking function, but not as good. It loses you quite fast if there is
Mm-hmm.
any obstacle, and cannot fly by itself. Yeah, it has sensors,
Mm-hmm.
but um, you have to control it. So this is more like for action. When you go, imagine you
Mm-hmm.
go skiing
Yeah.
or biking, or
Mm-hmm.
um, in my
That would
case,
easy.
That'd be very.
It would easy to capture the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the drone.
I bought a nesting toy. I don't know. I think it's not allowed in the UK, or is it?
Uh,
Hoverboard.
yeah,
It's a
hoverboards.
hoverboard.
Got loads of them in the UK.
Are they allowed?
Uh-huh.
Hoverboards. Yeah, people are allowed to use them. Yeah, mostly indoors. We don't see them outdoors much. We see more. What's it called? The what are they called? Scooters. Um, but we do see the one wheel. The one wheel. What's it called?
With a
Yeah.
Hoverboard.
holder.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
it is one
Hoverboard
wheel.
with a holder.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We see those more than we do than that one.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. No,
uh,
I need the one wheel. Those go fast.
mhm,
Um, I think in Netherlands. I'm from the Netherlands. So I'm pretty sure they are forbidden there. Like
uh-huh,
electrical steps are forbidden in the Netherlands. They're very popular
mhm,
here in Portland, and now the one wheel is getting really popular. Like more and more people using that just to
mhm.
go to work, just having a fun drive.
On a
Yeah.
fun drive. Why not? If you can, you might as well do it. Indeed.
Yeah, we have this river, and you have all these
Mhm.
biking paths, scenic biking paths along the river. So it's really beautiful. So, yeah.
It is. I like it. I like it when you go in the kayaks and you go along the water. That's very nice with the drone footage.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Uh,
So I did that all with the other drone. It's just way more challenging because you
mhm,
try in the kayak, there's
mhm,
the streams and the rapids, and then you also, oh, where's my drone?
uh,
Normally when you fly a drone, you are on land,
mhm,
and if you lose a drone, you can press the home return button,
mhm.
so it will go back.
it comes back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you're in a boat,
Yeah, where's it going to come back? That's a good question. Is it going to land on top of your
Yeah,
boat?
yeah.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
lose a
how
drone
I guess.
and imagine you're on the river, there's no way going back.
That's right.
So I was one of videos I
Have you
made.
lost? Have you lost a drone?
I,
Not
I have
yet.
not an expensive drone. So I
Ah,
started with a cheaper drone, like $300 or so,
Yeah.
and um, I, I immediately know this is never going to work. I had such a shitty camera. You couldn't do anything with it. I hang my GoPro on it, and then it barely lifts off. So I was just practicing with it, but then it went up.
mm-hmm.
It just flew away, and it didn't respond anymore.
Oh dear.
It just kept flying.
It just went
It
off.
slide on its own. And what happened? It did come back? No, it didn't come back. The drone
No.
Never came back.
just went away.
So then
It wanted to fly on
I
its own. Oh dear.
I thought,
it
okay,
went flying on its own.
I need a good
I
drone.
see on your video, Chris, that it's done more on the drone footage. Is it
Mhm.
easy? I mean, most of your videos, I guess, are done with the drone footage, the time lapse, the
Mhm.
up on top of the mountain, and
Mhm.
around the ocean. Those were amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you move your drones very nice. You could see you capture the place, all of it, the beauty of the place. Is it did you learn that one or you already know that one? I mean,
Well,
was it
if
easy
if you
knowing?
get a drone, what people want to do is go sightseeing. You know,
Mhm.
the drone in the air and fly to that spot, that spot, that spot.
Uh-huh.
So that's not always giving you the best. It's easy to do that.
Mhm.
The drone usually has a sensor, so but making a nice video out of it, getting that's more difficult. Getting the really beautiful shots, like
Mhm.
maybe you want to turn the drone in a circle, and then meanwhile you want to
Mm-hmm.
put the camera up slowly, so
Mhm.
you get a circle effect, and also, and then for example, you reveal something like a waterfall or a building.
Mhm.
Those shots, those require lots of skill because
Mhm.
you don't want to do any shake in it, right?
No,
It
you
needs to
don't.
be
Mhm.
fluent. So I
Mm-hmm.
still
Smoothly. Mhm.
still a lot for me
Smoothly.
to learn.
Mhm.
Other thing, I do a lot of hyperlapses, yeah, like time lapse. You put the
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
camera out,
You use you
but
use a lot
with
of
the
time lapse.
Mhm.
yeah, so with the drone, you just let it fly very slowly from A to B,
Mhm.
and hopefully there's some clouds or something going on, so they see all the movement.
Mhm.
So it does definitely take some more time. It takes like 10 minutes to do a few seconds of shot. So
Mhm.
you also need to be patient. It's not difficult, but it's patient. Flying from A to B. Yeah, so I would say so. Drone flying is not too difficult, but creating a beautiful video of it takes some effort. Yeah, some editing and getting a good shot. So, do you guys fly drone? Or no?
No, I don't fly it, drone during we need a license in the UK.
Oh yeah,
So it's a bit more strict. So yeah.
yeah. I
Mhm.
do. I sometimes watch drone videos from England or Scotland. The coast.
Mhm.
People like to fly on the coast. It's beautiful.
Well, I'm going to ask one question. My first question is about the Vietnam, the Hong Kong video that
Halong
you,
Bay.
yeah, the one in Vietnam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What inspired you to go there and do that
Oh,
video?
oh, the
It's
King
called
Kong video.
King Kong
yeah, the King
Studio.
Kong
Yes,
Skull
that's
Yeah,
Island.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yes.
So we went to Singapore.
Hmm.
Monique she had to give a talk there. So got like could fly there for free. He got a free hotel where he could stay a week with swimming pool. So I was just so I have a Singapore video, and I was just filming for a week there. While he was also doing a little bit of work, and then we thought, okay, what is a cool country to visit here in the area? And I always thought I want to go to Vietnam. I've seen beautiful pictures of it. So
Yes.
then we decided to take Vietnam and travel there for 3 weeks. And
Mm-hmm.
Monique, she's a really good guide, so that's she can make a nice program. Like, okay, today we stay there, and then we go there and visit all these things, and then we had a really beautiful trip, 3 weeks. Doing all this, seeing all the highlights there, basically in the whole country. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely going to put some more videos. I have like another 8 videos ready for this I shot there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and for example, the one with King Kong,
Yes.
I I never heard of that place, and when you go there, it's like so amazing. All these waterways and these really cool looking mountains. They go straight up,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go with your boat there, and then the I saw this somewhere. I saw this picture on the wall in one of these visitor centers, and had like these green meadows, and then
Mm-hmm.
it has this boat through it, and it was a picture from above, and wow, that's so cool. And at a
Mm-hmm.
certain point, there are a lot of different places where you can drive the boat. And at a certain point, we were in this
Mm-hmm.
boat, and there was no one around. And I thought, whoa, we are right here where this picture was taken.
Mm-hmm.
So I started flying my drone, and then I think that those places was the most amazing. So there are different places. Sometimes in the video, you see lots of boats. That's where like
Mm-hmm.
lots of tourists go. But you can also find like more isolated places where you
Mm-hmm.
can just be alone and
Yeah, no.
and
On the
uh, and
water and surroundings.
yeah. So we had the
Mm-hmm.
people are very nice, so they give like time to fly the drone
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So that was good. I don't know if you saw the other video, Halong Bay. It's also
Long
Yeah,
so
way.
you
beautiful.
did. You
Yes.
did three places in Vietnam. That
Mm-hmm.
was Ninh Binh, the Skull Island,
Yep.
Yeah,
and then the Hollow
Dim Shin.
Bay,
Yep.
yeah. So
and
with the Halong Bay, the
Con Ban,
Condo
right?
Island,
That
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Condo
So the
Island. Yeah,
Thunder
those are from
Island. Yeah.
Vietnam.
That's from the movie as well. Yeah, all of them.
so the Halong Bay, that's another really amazing area.
Yeah.
I was in Thailand before, and it looks a little bit like Thailand, where it's like Ninh Binh, only then
Mm-hmm.
on the
Yeah.
sea. Like you have
Mm-hmm.
this huge rock standing up from the water. So in Ninh Binh, it's like the rivers and the Greenlands, but there
Yep.
it's like in the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a private cruise ship there. Like it was just me, Monique, and two other people, and we just cruising there,
Yep.
jump from the boat, and go kayaking. And I was flying my drone, and then
Mm-hmm.
the cruise ship was moving, and I can tell you that was one of the most frightening experience I had. So
Was it?
I was done with flying. My
Mm-hmm.
battery was getting empty. So we
Oh
were
dear.
way away from where we started. So I try to catch it from the air, but meanwhile I have to also control the drone,
Mm-hmm.
and I just take two
Yeah.
hands to because the boat was going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to move the drone with the same speed as the boat and let it
Mm-hmm.
go down. That takes two hands.
Oh dear.
So I did not have a hand left
Uh-huh.
to grab the drone. And obviously I cannot let it land just on the moving boat. So
Mm-hmm.
that's was so I mean I was like bit panicking because the drone said, "Oh, I want to fly back to where I started. I don't have battery left." And then I think at that point, Monique was not yet know
I
how
think
to catch a
I
drone.
think
So
I think she's gonna play some of your video of Vietnam and Skull Island.
This one,
so
this was amazing, Chris.
Hmm.
There was a lot of
yeah,
boats. Was this a time when you went there that there were actually already boats, or you talk with these people and have boats moving around? This one, the scene, I like this one. This scene, wait, yeah, we're
Yeah, that
yeah,
crossing.
seemed
This one, yeah, this one
that
was
one is
amazing. That
lovely.
one,
Yeah.
this one,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
No,
yeah.
if
So
you
this
did that, that
so this
one,
is where the you if you saw the movie, um,
yeah.
that's definitely from the movie. That
Yeah, that's right. I've
Uh
seen the
huh.
movie
It
loads of
is.
times. Uh huh. Yeah. Uh huh.
This one
yeah.
also is. The
The
one.
funny thing is, we were in a boat. We had no idea that. And suddenly it's saying like, "Okay, this is a stop where you can get out of the boat." And King Kong was shot here.
Hmm.
We had
Uh
no
huh.
idea. That's kind of funny.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
People were
Oh, man.
biking to here. With us biking along this one, right?
Yeah, we stayed a couple of days in the area to
In the
Uh
area.
huh.
explore it a little bit.
How long you stayed here from this
Hmm.
place?
Um, I think 2 nights or so.
Two
Yeah.
nights.
Two
Must have been
nights.
It must have been amazing being there.
It is.
Oh,
Oh,
I
must have.
mean, if I go here in America to a hotel, I would pay $250.
Hmm.
Then you won't get any breakfast. You may get a coffee.
Hmm.
In Vietnam, if you pay $18, you can have a top floor in a hotel
Hmm.
with a huge breakfast.
And everything.
It-
Uh huh.
Uh,
It's in a beautiful nature. It's and the prices are really different.
Indeed.
So you can have for very
Oh.
cheap. You can travel there for a couple
so
of weeks.
traveling in Asia, like in Vietnam, it is much more affordable than going to Europe, right? It's expensive going to Europe than in Vietnam.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think if people, for example, go here to the West Coast,
Uh huh.
maybe fly at Los Angeles or San Francisco, and then do a tour. Like what people like to do is like Las Vegas, Death Valley, Yosemite Park, Grand Canyon. Some people reserve like $15,000 for that. So 3 persons renting an RV. That's like
Hmm.
a huge amount of money. But if you just from the Netherlands, when we went to Japan, we just paid like about 500-600 euro for a ticket to fly to Japan.
Japan. I want to go there.
Yeah, Asia is really good for tourists. South America, it's a little bit more dangerous and
Hmm.
less developed for tourists. More language barrier.
Hmm.
Um, Asia is really good for travel. Lots of facilities. Yeah, and it's so different there. If you
Yes.
go to Japan, it's like you step into a different world.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Different technology world and also cheaper with food and yeah, all sorts. Mm.
yeah. But what I was telling about flying a drone on the cruise ship, and I got into panic. I
Hmm.
told Monique, please run to the captain and say, stop the boat, stop the boat. And the captain was so nice, stop the cruise ship.
Hmm. That's nice.
And then I could land the drone on him. I'm not sure how that would have ended. And it's a good lesson for everybody who flies around on the boat. Is to think ahead how you're going to land the drone.
Hmm. Or you may have to jump in the water to catch it.
Yeah, that's if it's a small boat. Yeah, I mean, I've seen this videos, the people running into the lake.
To get it, yeah.
And yeah, because landing drones, that's great for drone bloopers. Yeah,
Okay, next question. Um, how long does it take you to do your 4K footage? That must take a while to do your what's it called? Your um,
editing.
editing and all of that.
Yeah, I actually spent 2 3 weeks on editing one movie. Yeah, that's why I
Oh dear,
cannot really do much more. Sometimes a week. I also work, so
indeed,
I do just in the evenings or weekends, but also travel. It's a, it's a busy life. But
indeed.
the 4K, it's definitely when you do HD, right, that edits so much easier when rendering times and stuff. If you cut the clip, add the effect, it's immediately edited. But in 4K, it's like I'm getting this bar, like, I'm getting small, so it renders. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can watch it back and see if it looks good. It's a little bit painful. I like. That's also one of the reasons I wanted to do YouTube channel. And I back in the days it was all this grainy, low resolution videos. And
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, oh no, that's nothing. That's not for me. And then I
Mm-hmm.
started doing 4K. And I thought, oh yeah,
Yep.
this is what I like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Improving. They're improving their
So,
platform.
so
Mm-hmm.
before you started your channel, you already have the idea that you wanted the 4K videos, not the standard one, the HDR or high definition videos. That are usually the most videos that we see, right?
So, yeah. So um, I well, there's also a trick to if you have high definition, you can make it 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if the video, sometimes I use older footage, and then it's using artificial intelligence that
Mm-hmm.
it's going to analyze every single frame, and then it sees if it's a tree or water or um, a face, and it can make it so good in 4K. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so you can just basically you can put in your 3 minute high definition video, and it
Mm-hmm.
will go for 2 days or so or 3 days, but it will give
Mm-hmm.
you a brand new 4K video. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something definitely you can use to make it 4K. That will be faster because you can edit in high definition, and at
Yes.
the end, and I can definitely like I have a big TV, so I always check it very careful, like if the quality is good, and
Mm-hmm.
I can say it's a really good program. It gets updates, so I got it like a couple of months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and already like the updates they are doing in the meantime to make it better, faster, different
That's good.
formats. They so
Mm-hmm.
that is also like new technology software wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't do that probably a year ago. Like the drone,
Mm-hmm.
this, that's not available like in the
Yep.
past. So it's also really a good time now with all the new
Mm-hmm.
technology, like the
Yep. Yep.
GoPro. That you have this
That's right.
super stable. All
Mm-hmm.
these things
Mm-hmm.
makes me like
Mm-hmm.
making videos more.
That's right.
Uh,
And then you also got the 360 that you can go around those cameras as well on the YouTube now, so
I
people
haven't
can
tried that. I haven't
people,
tried
To
people
that.
cover the
yeah,
whole area. Yeah,
yeah.
right.
So people can pick where they want to look, and they can watch what part of the place they like to see. What's
Really?
quite fantastic. I've just seen it
Yeah,
on YouTube.
that's yeah.
Hmm.
So I see that often with pictures, but can you also do that with movie, like
Yeah,
interactive?
yeah. We've got some live streamers that are doing it on there, where you can go out shopping and you can just follow them around the store with your mouse. Um,
Yeah,
it's called
that's
it's
cool.
called it's called 360 cameras. They go. You can
Yeah,
go. Yeah, they go around. So that's.
yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
think I saw one day like a car driving around, having it on top or so.
Uh-huh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
another cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
that would also be interesting for your one of your videos as well. One of those because people could use their mouse to follow where they want to see all the way around your footage in when you're hiking.
yeah, that's even when you go hiking or
Uh-huh,
driving.
uh-huh,
That's actually a good idea.
uh,
Actually, a next step I was thinking about, race drones getting more popular.
uh-huh.
DJI, that's one of the biggest brands in drones, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
DJI.
right. That's
And
DJI
right.
they
Harvest.
released
Yeah.
Yeah.
they released this race drone now as their latest model. But
Uh-huh,
I've seen
Mm-hmm.
some footage. I think it was Madeira. Now you have these rocks on the coast, and then it just goes around and far where you will never be able to go with walking or swimming, and then it makes
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh.
this really cool moves. I thought that's something cool to actually do.
Indeed, that is very cool. Okay, let's find out another question. What it was your favorite place in your videos? So, out of the videos you've made, which was your favorite?
Oh, so well, my favorite place I want. So I made a
Yes.
video. I haven't published it yet. So does that include or not, or only the published videos?
You can include
What
it if you want.
did you upload that one? You should upload that one. What
Um,
place was
uh,
that one?
so I went to Machu Picchu, and I think that was the most amazing place.
Yeah, that was with the is the history from the
Um,
ancient history of.
it's not only the history. There's a history. There's a mystery.
Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you upload that one? I've seen that one, some of the videos about that
I,
place. It was a lot of mystery, like enchanting that one.
I,
Yeah.
Bear with me a second. I'm just going to go and wipe my nose. I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
You should have upload that one,
but
the Machu Picchu place. You didn't
yeah,
upload that one. You
no,
didn't
I didn't
publish.
know.
That could have been a nice one.
But
Yeah.
we we walked the Machu Picchu trail for 4 days or 3 days, the Inca Trail. And then on the
Mm-hmm.
last day, you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you can see sunrise at Machu Picchu. And this building is just amazing. Especially how it's situated in the mountains, and the history is like
Mm-hmm.
very, very mysterious. There are people say it's built by the Incas, but I don't believe it's built by the Incas.
It looks enchanting. I seen the
Yeah,
videos. That one.
yeah. You have like this huge stones,
Yeah.
and they're built on top of each other. But then you also have this other building style where they use this really small stones and they have mortar, and that's way more
Uh-huh,
like Inca stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these huge stones, the Incas never actually said they used those big stones. So that was
Mm-hmm.
actually one of the reasons I wanted to go to Peru. Was like I want to see the big stones. Those
Yeah.
can be as big as this
Yeah.
room. You know,
You
and
would wonder how did they go with the stones on top of that one? How they engineered that one to build that
indeed.
with
exactly.
big, yeah, with big stones. You would wonder that one. You
That's
said
right.
this is like an amazing. If engineers were there at those times, that were kind of a building that's been engineered nice with big stones on top.
Sometimes they look like they melted into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Uh-huh,
they're like separated by this line, and then from the front they have like they're not straight, but they're more like in round. And
Around.
like,
Mm-hmm.
how can you make that? And then so big and then so old. Like that's definitely
Yeah.
when I travel, I always try to get a spot where I can see such kind of buildings. I've
That's
been
right.
not in Mexico to see pyramids there. I've been to Egypt to see like these big stones there. It's
Uh-huh.
like kind of a hobby for me to
Uh, Egypt, the
explore.
what's it called? The big old, the what's
The
it called? This
pyramids.
the pyramids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the pyramid.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's like mysteries of the old world. So yeah,
Indeed.
a
I
lot
like
of things to
I like
explore.
that term. You gotta use that one in your video. That's
Definitely.
that word is just mind blowing. That will get people there. Uh-huh. The mystery
Mm-hmm.
of the world. Uh-huh. Mhm.
Just
System
like the
next.
one that you did, the Amazon, that you
Oh, the
got
Amazon. You
lost.
saw that one?
Yeah. Yeah,
That was
yeah. The
that's
Amazon.
definitely the most expensive video.
It will be. Uh-huh. The Amazon. Yeah.
I
Probably
you did. Was it a frightening? I heard stories about Amazon with the different kinds of animals there uh,
Mm-hmm.
in that one, and then
yeah.
you
So
went deep. I see the video that you went deeper on the forest. Indeed, you didn't
Mm-hmm.
just go outside.
oh no
They
no.
walk inside that wild forest, and you got lost.
That's
Was
right.
it
Uh-huh.
scary? You get lost in the Amazon, and that one.
Uh, get lost. We saw the some kind of we saw this tribe. This
Uh huh.
native
Yeah.
or local part. But I don't know. They looked really primitive to me. They were walking barefoot on running on
Yeah.
stones. When they saw us, they were like running like the children. But it
Mm-hmm.
must have been, we cannot do that, run on stones, right? In barefoot and we'll
No, we
hurt
can't.
our feet.
Mm-hmm.
But, they're just running along our boat and waving. That was definitely an adventure. The whole trip was set up to go. The deepest point we went into the Amazon was to see giant
Mm-hmm.
otters, which are
Mm-hmm.
on cool places in the Amazon. And then, so that was the furthest uh, we we went, and then um, yeah, we had a guide. So we were like with a little crew, and
Mm-hmm.
um, so
There,
this
there's
guy
the
that's
video.
so
Uh-huh. She's
um,
play, she's playing the video that you're doing.
yeah,
How many crew did you got in Amazon? The boatman, you, a crew. Did you bring around the crew?
how many people?
Yeah, how many people are you
Yes.
there?
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
well, I think 10
And
or so. Like a
and
cook, a
they were
guide.
also they also got lost, right?
No, not everybody. So
Not ever. Okay.
we went. So we woke up, and so one of the ladies went for a walk. And
Mm-hmm.
Monique, she likes walking. She said, "Okay, I also want to go for a walk."
Mm-hmm.
While the other people were preparing
Mm-hmm.
to leave, we were in a place where we walked there in the evening through the jungle, through rivers to come to a spot to observe animals.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw that lady, and she was like walking away, further away, and thought she's going to get lost. She's in the Amazon, in the trees.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we need to, you know, go to her and say, go back to the group.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uh-huh.
we did. And we
You
walked back.
followed her. Okay.
We found, we followed her and we caught her back. And we found where we stayed the night. We got back there. And then the group was gone
Oh
with the
my.
guide and the other three, four
Oh
people.
dear.
It was
The
gone.
crew's left.
We had. Oh,
How many
well,
nights were you lost there? It was scary. Oh my.
Yeah, so we were like, okay, we're doing some sun walking, and you
That's
see
right.
this, you walk to a path, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, then there's a split, and you don't know where to go. You take one, and
Mm-hmm.
um, so well, we were the next day. We just slept another night in
Mm-hmm.
there, and then they came back to rescue us because they thought we may have walked ahead or so, or they had no idea.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Oh
so and
my.
then we continued our trip deeper in the Amazon the next day. Um, and I took
Well,
eventually get to these giant otters. We were on a boat with a guide, and then we did not see the others, and then it was getting darker, and then
indeed.
okay, guys, sorry. And then this group of giant otters, they came up, and we played around and
Mm-hmm.
go out of the water. It was really amazing to see. It was beautiful. All the other animals, so
It
many
was,
monkey
yeah, the animals.
species
The
were there.
monkeys were fun. And the jaguars.
Yeah, I've seen in Amazon a different
Yeah,
animals
so
you seen there. Yeah. I also noticed, Chris, that when you do a video, I can see that your feature animals. I mean, you just don't show the place, how beautiful the place is. You also show the what is around the environment. I
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
observed that you just pictures with the water buffalo again. You were a bit scared, but you took a photo with that one, and also what the monkeys. I mean, you took
Yes.
a moment with the animals. That's not
Yeah.
usual
Mm-hmm.
with the with the doing videos at the place.
Mm-hmm.
no,
Do you like animals?
I'm actually a biologist. I
Biologist.
studied biology.
Yeah,
That's right. So
Um,
study
yeah. I
animals.
did. I did.
Uh-huh.
I did the research that you're a doctor. You did
Yeah.
writing on neurosciences, right? So that why you have a
yeah, so
you like animal, right?
I'm not
Uh,
like I may have studied biology, but I'm not more in neuroscience and cancer research. But
Cancer research. Oh, that's good.
I
mm-hmm,
I I definitely love to film animals. Yeah, this
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I always make sure I have like a camera with a good zoom,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yep.
to capture them nicely. I
Yeah,
you know I like
you
to
captured them.
Yep, you
get
definitely captured the
the
animals perfectly. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I like to do
Mm-hmm.
different elements in the movie so that it's nice to see like the surroundings,
like
nice
this
music.
one. Can you see this one? That one.
Oh,
Yeah, that one. This one with the
Let's
plate. Yeah,
put it on the screen now. There it
yeah.
is.
Is that
let's
the
see.
and also that one? It did.
The monkey's coming on your back.
Yeah,
Or the cat is on your back. The cat is on your back.
yeah. You, I mean, you and Monique take time to have that one, and also the llamas. I noticed that the animals mostly capture them very nice. Not all, but mostly on your videos.
Yeah, some really nice more animals coming. For example, we have a really beautiful state park. It's like 3 hours drive from here. There
Yeah.
was this family of otters. They were just going through the river with three little ones, and they're climbing on rocks, and they're followed by birds. I'm looking forward to just. I was thinking of maybe make that a separate movie, just because it's so beautiful. These animals, and they dive, and then they catch a fish or like
Yeah.
this lobster, and then go out of the water, eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was definitely also a nice capture. Yeah. In the
Yeah.
latest movie with Peru, we could see like these condors. It's like really special bird, and then could capture them really good. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Also, yeah. I
Indeed.
seen
Was
that.
that eagle you captured when you were in the Andres Mountains that were flying. You captured that one very nice. The
Yeah, so
a bird, that one on the
yes.
mountains.
So it looks like I'm following it, but actually
Yeah.
I'm standing pretty high. So
Uh-huh.
and the condors they like to rest on high points and then they let themselves fall and then they fly
Yeah,
around.
that
So
was
probably looking
that was
for
yeah, it was nice. You were
that.
able to capture that one that he flew around from top and then went down.
Yeah, so because I'm on the same
Yeah.
height, I'm on a high
Okay.
point and they're just going by, so I could like nicely uh, capture that. So
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty cool.
I,
Yeah,
I, al-
that indeed.
I also enjoyed the drone paradise video. That was also a very good one video with you on the boat with
Which one?
trees behind. The um, drone paradise video
Oh,
that you did.
Yeah,
oh yeah, yeah,
that's a Halong Bay.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
how
Helen Bay.
long drone paradise? That's the
Yeah,
one.
Oh
Hmm.
Halong's
yeah,
Drunk Paradise.
Yes, that was a very good background and beautiful scenery on
Yeah,
that videos.
yeah, yeah. And
That one.
that's definitely one of the most beautiful
yeah.
places.
This one, this
Yeah,
is this
so.
one is nice, right? See,
Yeah,
that there's an animal also there.
yep.
This is it. It's indeed
Yeah, that's yep.
paradise.
That's
Nice.
that one is beautiful.
Yeah, it's just traveling is so cool to get all these cool places.
Mm-hmm. This one,
Yeah, so that is I mixed it with there's a national park
Hmm.
that was too
on
high.
this on one of these islands. So we hike to the top of the mountain, and the
Mm-hmm.
next day we went on a cruise. So
Hmm.
I mixed it a little bit.
That's right. You got the same
Yeah,
cat.
those are
You got the same cat in that video as well.
yeah with the boats in this one.
Uh,
Wow, this one is
So,
nice.
and then later when we go to the caves, and then when we jump from the boats, that's so cool. Just
This one was that was that this one.
yeah, that was there.
Yeah, this
this
is
one looks like
nice.
paradise. This one.
It is.
Uh,
Yeah, so it was a little bit out of the high season, so that's why there's not so many people. But I can imagine when you're there in the top season, in the high season, that there's probably a lot of cruise ships there.
hmm.
But
Uh,
now it was mostly us, some few other tourists. Um, yeah, that's
was that the center, or you have to travel from going here? Is it an off island?
um, yeah.
Hmm.
So we started from our hotel was on the island, Kampa
Mm-hmm.
Island, and Kampa Island has a national park where you can do hikes and see caves. And from there, you can also book a cruise to see these beautiful surroundings. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
can highly recommend going there. If you're in Vietnam,
That
yeah.
was that was one of my questions. Which place would you recommend that one?
So I did a lot of traveling in Thailand. I haven't put much movies on there, but I mean, Thailand is so beautiful.
Hmm.
Vietnam is definitely, the Halong Bay area is definitely a place to check out. I think the northern part of Thailand is probably more beautiful than the south part. I mean, Vietnam. In the
Mm-hmm.
north, you fly on Hanoi. There, you can go north to Sapa, the movie there, where you have all these mountains and rice fields. Then to the west, it's probably 2 hours. You're in Halong Bay here. To the south, like 2 hours, you're in where I shot the King Kong movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's definitely a central point to explore. And then we took an airplane. We went to the middle of Vietnam and then took an airplane all the way to the south. Did some movies there. I haven't published them yet. And then for the Kondo Island, with also the Vietnam movie Kondo Island. It's not. I don't think many
Yeah.
people have been there because it's it's not so easy to get there. That you have to go on a 2 hour speedboat. Oh, there's a wild sea, and I don't think this boat is very old. This line,
Uh-huh.
this ferry line. I think it's pretty new, but that shakes,
Oh my.
and it's scary. You're in a locked room. You cannot go
Uh-huh.
anywhere, and you
Oh,
think, "Oh my God, there's a wild sea," and you're shaking. And what if
Oh,
something happens? And it goes down. Where can you go? And you can get seasick a lot.
seasick,
So
rocking
a lot
around.
of people on the boat. It was pretty
Oh,
empty the boat, but those people who were there, pretty seasick. But when you get on Kondo Island, it's not like Mexico, so there are resorts everywhere. No, we're
mhm.
very much in development. So little hotels, just a few bars, but a lot of nature. Um, so Monique wanted to go to an unexplored island instead of one of the famous islands where everybody goes. So that's why
mm-hmm.
we. So you could do a really nice snorkeling there. I had two GoPros with me. Two were broke. Two broke GoPro. I could just saw all these beautiful fish swimming there, but I could not. That was a little bit of pity. But we could not capture any underwater life. Because I
But
can't do a new
when
to
you
new.
when you do your travel, do you plan this one? Like example, you went to Vietnam and you went to three places. Do you plan this one like on this place we're gonna see two, let's say 2 to 3 days, and then another place 3 to 4 days. But like with Vietnam, there's more nice. I mean, there's more beautiful places to go.
Sometimes it really depends on the country.
Uh huh.
Like in Vietnam, when you're in the low season, you can plan a couple of days ahead because you know
Yeah.
there are good spots to stay. And so for that one, we just plan a couple of days ahead. Like, okay, it's a global idea where we want to go. If you're in the United States, you may plan, your complete trip because it's insane with
Yeah.
campings. If you go camping here, you have to assume that you cannot go on the camp spot without reservation because camp spots are pretty big. You have a parking spot, a picnic table, a campfire, and there are 20 spots. And they're always full in the high season. Then you go to Netherlands, they will always find a spots for you because they will have a grass field. Okay, find a
Mm-hmm.
spot and put up your tent. Not here in the US. We got a little bit better in it, finding those free spots. You have to know a little bit the rules where you can just camp for free, know the areas. For
Uh-huh.
example, we went to the Grand Canyon and we wanted to go down. You can camp on the bottom of the Grand Canyon and then go up the next day. We could not get a permit to do that, and then we were just wandering around, doing a little hike, and then instead of going down, and it was nice weather, like well, Grand Canyon is kind of a desert. Then we came to a point. It was called Skeletal Point, and there was park rangers there, and I said, "Okay, guys, if you are just on a day trip, you have to go back now because otherwise, you cannot go down. You
Mm-hmm.
it's way too far, and it's like that's a challenge. So we're
Yeah.
like, okay, now we have to go down. So It was really late in the morning, but we went all the way down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and then see where people camp, and then the same day we just hiked all the way back up. So that was a little nice adventure. Another example where you need a permit is we have a national park here called Zion National Park. It's in Utah. One of the most amazing hikes you can do here is a hike there where you start early in the morning and you get a taxi. Well, it's more like a tank who brings you up in the mountains because there's not a real road, so this vehicle can go through cliffs and then you start early in the morning there, and then you walk through a river, and at a certain point the river goes deeper and the canyons get higher, and sometimes you get deep in the water, and then I made like 10 or 15 camp spots halfway, and you can camp there and then continue the next day. So we flew from Netherlands to the US, and our whole trip was based on this day where we put this permit in that
Mm-hmm.
river. There was just one spot left during the whole vacation, so we got that spot. Um, so we planned around that, and then we got there that day, and then we go to the visitor center. We said, "Okay, we do the hike tomorrow. Can we get our permit?" And we got there, and they said, "What? You want to do that hike? That's not possible. Have you not read the news?" And she like turning her monitor, like
Yeah.
hiker dies in the Narrows today because of flash flooding. So that morning or so, or that week, in the whole area there was a little bit rain, and it goes, it streams to this canyon, goes in a canyon, and then you get a flash flood. And when you stop there, and its water comes, it can be really dangerous. So later on, we heard that this guy, he saw the water coming. He climbed on the rocks, and then somehow he decided that his spot was not safe enough. He wanted to go higher, and he went in the water to get another better spot or so. And then something bad happened. And then we thought, what about our trip? Well, that day there was definitely no car going there. Also, the roads was destroyed because of to get there with the car. But we could get there the day after.
Mm-hmm.
It got really sunny, and no flash flood warnings anymore. And then there was a taxi willing to get us there, and that was one of the most beautiful hikes we could do. Still have to put that movie as well. Still love editing.
That very
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely. Sometimes you really have to plan your trip if you want to do something cool. So it really depends on the
Yeah.
season. Country.
Okay. Going back to the what's it called? Thailand and Vietnam. Are they good at speaking English, or do you need to know their language for to go over there?
Well, let's start with Japan.
Yep.
Yeah. Japan. Do you speak English? How did you
I don't,
communicate there?
don't speak English.
Oh,
That
maybe
can be.
sign language.
It's when you're at the train station, you have to catch a plane, a train, and you see all these Japanese signs, and like,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Oh
where,
my.
which, and then you ask someone, they're not good at English, and sometimes you find someone who knows a few words, so
Mm-hmm.
you will always find somebody. You just ask a little bit around, and then somebody will show up who can help you.
Oh,
So
that's good.
in Vietnam, they definitely could speak and help you, especially when you're We did a lot of bus travel. So at the
Mm-hmm.
bus station, there was usually someone who could speak English. Say, okay, make sure your suitcase wait there. I know
Mm-hmm.
bus will
Mm-hmm.
go. That there was not much problem there.
Okay.
Thailand, that's very good for tourists. Good
Mm-hmm.
in Mexico, I
Uh,
would say it's a little bit harder. A lot of people speak Spanish there.
right. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I actually helped out a couple of times to have somebody speaking Spanish because um, sometimes there's even Google Maps cannot always help you out.
Mm-hmm.
You think
Yeah.
you book a fancy Airbnb, but it may have been in a street which doesn't have an address yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Uh-huh.
still or a street name.
Uh-huh.
Or sometimes people don't like their property to be found because they're hidden in the woods. They don't want textbook pay collectors know where they at.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you have to ask a local, where can I find my Airbnb or so?
Yeah.
No, but so
Asking directions of where. Uh-huh.
so if you don't, I'm sure if I was alone or in Spanish speaking, I would have missed my Airbnb a couple of times in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when you travel, the accommodations that you use, would you recommend Airbnb or hotels or the what was when you does the travel? I mean, you do.
Um, I, I mean, my preferred would consist of a mix. Like when you do some 2 days of camping and knowing that you have a nice resort, a few days later, it's good, recharge and then go on another adventure. Airbnbs, I think they are definitely in the most beautiful locations. A lot of, especially in the US, lots of land is
Mm-hmm.
private.
Mm-hmm.
The rich people, they have claimed a lot of land on the coastlines or viewpoints and hotels. There's no guarantee that it's nice. Often they will give you, if you're not willing or you forget to pay $60 extra, you may end up on the lowest floor with the fuel on your own car. And only the
Yeah.
nice, expensive rooms have fuel. But when you're in an Airbnb, they are mostly on really beautiful locations and often cheaper. In Mexico, for example, I was on Cozumel. Think we paid $80 for 2 days, and we had a villa on the beach. You have your own garden, villa,
Uh-huh.
and own beach, and you pay 40 a night with food, breakfast included. But I have to say,
Yeah.
hotels in Mexico are also cheap,
Indeed.
but
They're all cheap in Mexico. Uh-huh.
but
Mm-hmm.
they don't offer this private environment you can get in an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, hotels here in America, they're so expensive
Indeed.
for what
Very
you get.
expensive.
You
Yes.
get you get nothing. Um, if you have an expensive hotel in Mexico, like let's say $250,
Mm-hmm.
you can have like hotel with like 5 different swimming pools, a bar with free cocktails, three meals free a day. You pay 250. You pay
Mm-hmm.
here 250. Um, you probably have the worst room, and they will not give you anything for free, but they will give you a resort fee at the end for like 40, 50. What?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah. Do
it's
you do you
just
cook when you does the Airbnb or you just ordered? Some some would like to stay in Airbnb so they could cook.
Mm-hmm.
You can cook there than in hotels. So do you cook
That's right.
when you travel?
cook.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Airbnb you can
Uh,
cook food, it saves, or you just have it ordered. or eat outside?
uh, uh, well, yeah, some it depends a little bit on the timing, and the location. Sometimes you're definitely in the middle of nowhere. There's no
Uh-huh.
food service around, so you can uh, have, either have something to warm up in the
Yeah,
Yeah.
microwave or cans.
quick,
You can
quick
open,
food. Okay.
um,
Mm-hmm.
warm up. Definitely advantage of the Airbnb in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
What about do you prepare food when you go out to your hiking, like sandwiches or fruits or things like that? When you go on your hikes.
Monique is definitely like she likes to, if you go on a 2 day or 3 day hike, she'll have every meal planned and have in her bag, like every sandwich ready, all the dinners will be in her bag. Yeah. So she is really good in that. But often you go on with a guide, especially in nice countries like Peru or Vietnam, South America. There will be a cook traveling with you. So he will actually
Cool.
carry,
That sounds
like on
good.
the Amazon, he will just be there to make you food and to carry the food. When we went to Machu Picchu, it was just a guy, would, who had two helpers. So it was just me, Monique, and a guide with two help. So we were four staff people, and just me and Monique. So one
Mm-hmm.
cook, and he just carrying the food, and the carrying tents. That's the nicest way, that somebody just makes the food. So then it's always a
Yeah.
surprise if you eat,
Mm-hmm.
especially in other countries. So that's the best.
Did. Okay. Have I got a? Oh yes, I have a question about the music you use. Where do you get the music you make in your videos? So
Yeah.
what
So
program do you use to put your music on your videos?
yeah. So I think music is very important. So I don't listen to a lot of music to find something good, because
Hmm.
we don't want copyright strikes. Or I mean, I don't care about the copyright strike that somebody else gets money for the video, but you don't want the red flag. 3 red flags or so, you're out. They take your channel down. So you have to be
That's right.
really careful. I don't even know what's the difference exactly. Like, when can you use a song and when can you not use a song? I think YouTube doesn't even know. So
Hmm.
I see people using very popular songs, and I'm like, I would never do that. You're risking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
losing your
Copyright.
channel.
Hmm.
So I use Artlist.io and Epidemic Sound. So I had a
Epidemic
1 year
sound.
subscription for
Hmm.
Artlist.io, which is really nice because any music you download, you can use for the rest of your life.
Hmm.
So with Epidemic Sound, you can only use it as long as you have a subscription.
Hmm.
It's got a subscription,
That's
but
right.
Yeah.
I think you have to take it for a year, so you have to pay $150. And I'm honestly a little bit disappointed by the amount of good songs that they have. I like Artlist
Hmm.
a little bit better, actually. So I also have bought some songs for Song Trader, where you pay
Hmm.
20 or $30, and then you can use that song and have all the rights. But it's definitely a hustle. You have to really search for good
Yeah,
music, and I'm
that's
really
right.
glad that some really
Because you
cool artists.
because you blend it very you blend it very well in your videos. The music to your videos. It's very well blended.
Yeah, I like to. that kind of the video dances on the music, that it goes in the same rhythm, and
Mm.
it's so if the song is good to listen to, then it's nice to edit it. So for example, I really like this band. I made this like if you go to my channel, like amazing drone movie Oregon, like
Mhm.
this song is so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's so cool to listen to, and then when you then see those drone footage, going on the music that makes the song better because that song doesn't have a good video or a video at all. I don't know why they don't have a video. The same for the Halong Bay. That song I used there is from the same band.
Mhm.
It's just awesome band and it's so cool that you can use
Mm.
their songs. But I just want to warn people, just be mindful about music you use. You
Indeed.
don't.
I think music plays a big part on making a video nice,
Yeah,
right? It
yeah.
really.
I like to keep talking to the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe I decided now to first start just do some a nice song and then maybe do some talking after. If people still interested and
I was going to
Yeah.
ask you. I was going to ask you about that actually. Are you going to talk in your video? I was going to.
yeah,
That was a question as well, actually.
yeah. So I just
uh-huh.
figuring out when is a good time to talk.
Uh-huh.
You did
I don't
talk
want to be.
on. I think he did talk, Paul, on the Thailand video before you went into the waterfalls.
Yeah. So
At
I
the beginning, but
honestly
that's a short. Yeah.
I don't like that I did that. Actually, I have no regret doing that. I would put it maybe at the end.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like a Wikipedia that you try to say some facts about it.
Mhm.
Maybe put some subtitles. I want to do that
Yeah.
a little bit more. When I see a movie of a strange country,
Mhm.
I like to know a little bit where it is. So
Mhm.
just with the subtitles, so that doesn't interfere with the music. So with the
Mhm.
Peru movie, I say, okay, we are now here, like this glacier, name and how high it is.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe if I want to say something about after the movie, it's some nice scenery and say something about it. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do. I think
Yeah.
that's a good way to
After.
go.
Yeah. After the video, that would be nice. To
But
talk.
now
Mm-hmm.
there are only a lot of traffic channels. I think will nicely explain things. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I want to do it a little bit. Yeah,
Different. Mm-hmm.
just
Let
How
me
did
think.
you come up with the name Follow the Sun? Why not Christian or Chris or when I
so.
search the name of the child, there's so many Follow the Sun names.
so So last year when I started the channel around this time, actually, Monique was here for half a year, so we could
Mhm.
do a video making. And so I was like, I thought life is a holiday or life is vacation because I
Yeah.
was like tending towards, and then she said, you need something with more deeper meaning or so,
Mhm.
something, it's gonna have a second meaning or and then she came up with that and I at that time I did not actually check if there were other channels
Mhm.
named
Yeah.
like that or I just made it. You can just make it uh,
Mhm.
and YouTube wouldn't say if there's already a channel named like that.
Yeah. It doesn't
I,
say if
I only
it's
saw
a
that later
child.
and I thought okay should
Yeah.
I have changed it, but now I'm happy. I have comments people saying
Yep.
they
Yeah.
think it's a cool name and I think it fits the channel, and um, I saw that most follow the Sun channels. They either stopped or they don't have that many subscribers. So I'm not
Mm.
really competing with that. I'm really competing with one guy made his son follow the sun. It's like
That's right.
Yeah,
millions of
there's one.
views.
There's, there's one
Yeah, it
per,
is.
there's one person in
The
front of
one.
you. Your one, yeah. It's the
Yeah, it's
first.
also.
First person in front of you, but you're the second person would follow the sun.
Uh, can you
Yeah,
see
uh,
that first person? Do you know how many subscribers? Can you see that?
3.91, and he's got a big beard and a hat on the back of his
I think
head.
he got
Yeah,
3,000. 3,000.
3,000.9. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
and
so I'm in.
he's also a travel channel and does walking and on the water, but I don't think he's English.
Is he? He's
Uh,
Spanish. The
yes,
Spanish one. The
yes,
Spanish channel. Okay.
uh, that's
So
the
see,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so the competition is not. So just one other guy. So that's not even that bad, right? with,
Mm-hmm.
with probably it's
But
already in the
but you're
this.
also doing your channel's doing better because you have more videos than that channel does. So you're doing better with your videos um, because you
Yeah.
got
So
better views and more videos up than that channel. So you're
okay.
doing
So
good.
okay. So he's on my radar,
Have
dog.
you? Did you
I like a
have
little
you
bit of
seen your
competition.
have you
What?
seen your watch hours? Watch
Yeah.
hours. You know, when you're on YouTube,
Yeah.
you have to get monetized and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not monetized. I have
Or from
ad
I.
points. I, I
Because
think.
I've seen with the number of views with your videos, if you're monetized, you will be doing good because you get
Yeah.
12,000 views, 10,000, 2,000.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
Most of
definitely.
them are up. Yep, they're good
Yeah,
numbers.
so it's going in the right direction. Probably in a
Mm-hmm.
couple of months, I think I
Yeah.
can hit 4,000.
Are you halfway
Yeah,
to
something
the
like
watch
that.
hour?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. I don't know it by
So
heart,
maybe
but
perhaps
somewhere
before the
between
year
1,500
ends.
and 2,000.
Yeah. So before the year ends, I guess you would get the watch hours for that one.
Yeah, probably. But
Uh-huh.
I can do a simple math. If I have, let's say I get 5,000 views per video, that will
Uh-huh.
be, let's say, $10 per thousand views. Like that's $50, right? So then I earn $50 per video. The videos are way more expensive to make.
Yeah.
Indeed. Good mathematics in that one.
So
uh-huh.
Yeah.
it's not a direct call.
Uh-huh.
It's not like, okay, I may earn way more money with my regular job. That would be
Yeah, it is.
more like fifty
But
dollars an hour. Is if I see the insane amount of work I do for editing. I also support a lot of other channels. Like
mhm.
Indeed.
probably thousands other channels. With leaving nice comments for them. And I think that's a
Yep.
lot
I'm,
of
I'm,
Like
people.
I'm
like
going
we do.
through your channel. I'm going through your channel to do that actually. Put some good comments.
Like we do is like me or us with Paul. We're not that we don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but we support channels.
Yeah, because
We give that one.
I honestly like it better if people put out a nice movie, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of YouTube promotion groups, they say, oh, you need to publish every week, and then that's the only way you can grow, and they so much focus on quantity. So I
Indeed.
Yeah,
I, I
they would tell you to publish
so,
every day. Except they would say it would be better if you publish every day, every week
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
to get more.
I can appreciate if people spend some time actually on their video,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll definitely leave a nice comment and join their channel. But sometimes it seems a little bit rushed for no reason. I think because
Hmm.
you can actually look at the views and stuff they get, and then I'm sometimes thinking, why not make a nicer video, and maybe that will do your channel better than just putting long videos out.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's maybe different
Mm,
approaches.
yep.
Indeed. It's a bit more, I guess it's more mindset of how good they want their videos set. Um,
It's more of quality than the quantity.
that's right, quality.
Yeah, it is.
But I have some videos I think I make a lot of views. So I save those for when I monetize.
Yeah,
So
I'm looking forward to them then. That's right.
one
with
of
the
my
number with the
I
number of
can
views that you have on your videos, that would earn you good if you're monetized because they're going up. Most of your videos are doing good views.
Yes.
They're
yeah
up.
well
Indeed, most of them are up. So
yeah it's
yeah,
definitely since January February I suddenly
yeah.
went really good. Before that I get like only two 300 views, and then I started doing a little bit different approach, I think, and then it got lots of views and comments, and
Yeah, it
that's
is.
way more rewarding to like other people leave comments and watch your video. I
Indeed.
like, but it does take some time. If you have like 1,000 comments for every video,
It does. It's a lot
Yeah,
of
it is.
time to go through.
I definitely
It takes
that's definitely the biggest challenge I'm facing right now.
for a travel channel. It takes time for you to get the watch hours.
Mhm.
Then there was those channels that does live streams and all that one.
Yeah,
Indeed.
so it definitely it's when your videos are just 3 minutes or so, it doesn't immediately build up to high watch hours.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I've got a
Uh,
I've got a quick question for your description. Um, have you put any thought of putting some more detail in your description on your YouTube channel?
for the videos,
No, the description. At the moment, this channel is mainly traveling music videos in 4K at the most beautiful spots on the planet. Have you thought of putting some more information in, like what times you're expecting your videos to go on, or what's coming up? Um,
Schedule, like schedule, letting us
yeah,
know
schedule
the
and
schedule of videos are coming.
yes, and a bit more added your social media as well. There's no social media on there.
yeah, it's,
Have you got any idea of doing any of
I
that?
I haven't thought about that.
No,
That's
Yeah.
definitely
not yet.
something
No,
I can definitely
Chris,
keep.
it is on the this is on the about part,
Hmm.
the about part of your YouTube page.
Hmm.
If you
The
can
what?
picture out, it's in the part of this description of your channel. To say the
It's the
details.
about pump bit.
Yeah, so
Uh,
probably I wrote
uh,
that when I
uh,
started the channel, and I've never looked at it again. So
uh,
thank you
so,
for reminding. I should
uh,
definitely
What
ma-
what made
make it.
you become? I would say that you're a YouTuber.
mhm,
You've been into science. I could say you've been in a good department, the science, and then you went into
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, yeah. I
What
actually.
made you? Yeah, what made you convince to go to YouTube and upload videos?
mhm,
Yeah, actually, I have to say, my boss is president of the AACR, which is the biggest cancer organization in the world. Yeah, like
mm,
I don't know
yes,
how many thousands of people, and she got. She's
Uh,
also one of the most famous scientists in the world, the most highly cited. The name is Lisa Cossens. I work at the Cancer Night Institute, which
Mm-hmm.
a couple of years ago there was the $1 billion contest. Phil
Mm-hmm.
Knight, he founded Nike. You know Nike, it's
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah, yeah,
shoes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So that company was founded on the edge of Portland in a town called Beaverton. That's where the Nike headquarters is. A lot of people in
Mm-hmm.
Portland or
Mm-hmm.
area
Okay.
for Nike.
Uh-huh.
And he wanted to make his mission to cure cancer. And he put out the $1 billion contest. He said, if Always a Shoe can raise $1 billion, I will double it. And Always a Shoe is just the university here or the hospital. They could raise 1 billion, and then he doubled it, and they got built 2 billion. And the goal was to build a brand new cancer institute called
Mm-hmm.
the Cancer Night Institute, to his name, Phil Knight. And then the goal was to recruit the best cancer scientists they can get, put them all together, all the brightest minds together to come up with new
Mm-hmm.
cures for cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think I thought that's where I want to work.
Yeah.
So I
Uh,
actually joined there only in September. I started working there. I was working in neuroscience, and
That's
then
good. Have they
um,
found it? Have they found anything about cancer yet? And
so right
is
now,
there any better treatments or something new coming out for cancer?
so right now we're testing a brand new treatment who can completely stop tumor growth in mice. It's like 100%
mm-hmm.
of the mice. We
Mm-hmm.
let the tumor grow in the mouse. We give the treatment
Mm-hmm.
schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and just it stops. We have control, so we use normal chemotherapy or other therapies is our tested, and this our combination. Like when you see the growth curve, normally it goes up, and the tumors start growing. But here
Mm-hmm.
it's just flat, and we're just working really hard now on dissecting the molecular and
Yeah.
cellular mechanisms behind this treatment.
Mm-hmm.
And my boss, he has started a couple of clinical trials, so we're really close to the clinic as well. That
Mm-hmm.
we can directly, work with patients, test new treatments on patients. If all the mouse studies goes well, so
Good. Well,
it's
touch wood for that one. I wish they found that a long time ago. To be honest, I know a lot of people that died from cancer.
yeah.
So
Can you
uh,
believe it? Even if you have all the money in the world, like Steve Jobs, you
mhm,
cannot buy a cancer cure.
mhm.
It's I honestly have to say it's going pretty slow. That still people die from. I mean, chemotherapy is probably from the 80s. Some standard therapies are developed in the 80s. So right now we're using the immune system to make the immune system recognize the cancer cell and get rid of the cancer. You can do take the immune cells out of the body, take some tumor cells out of the body, let the immune cells sniffle the tumor cells, have them activated, putting them back in the body so that they attack the cancer cells. So that's one of the popular approaches, which will have less side effects. So I just do the YouTube channel because
Yeah.
I like
So,
filming, so I
oh,
do that on the
mhm.
side.
I think Claire had a question for one of the health things that you mentioned.
You've been into immunology, or you said immune cells.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What are the factors that I know this is part of the YouTube and that I know you're knowledgeable on this one. So, what are the factors that makes our immune system strong or weak? What triggers it to weaken or triggers it to make it stronger?
it's a little bit standard, but eating your daily vegetables, fruits,
Yeah.
having, get outdoor, do your exercises. Uh, yeah, just
yeah,
yeah. But I also think so many people have problems with the immune system. But peanut allergy.
that's
I
right.
don't think it.
Allergies.
I don't think it's a normal. I think sometimes there are also side effects of vaccinations, which vaccinations mess up your immune system. It's 99.99% is good, but sometimes it evokes the wrong immune response.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like peanut butter allergy, for
Yeah.
example. Like
I
nobody
have
have that.
I have chocolate allergy, so I'm allergic to chocolate.
Oh, and then
Yes.
like that has to do with your immune system. But
Uh,
is that a natural thing or is that induced by something? So I think part of a weak immune system can be caused by artificial
Mm-hmm.
factors. Like a lot of autoimmune diseases, it's not easy to treat them. Multiple sclerosis, I've worked in that. Um, and your immune system can start attacking your own body. I mean, it's not completely clear often why that happens. And sometimes you can see that people living around a chemical plant, they're
mhm,
doing worse statistical than people living on in a more cleaner environment.
mhm.
But often,
So
there's,
could that go down due to like chemicals or like damaged air, like the air that you're breathing? Could that be a cause of cells going or cell or having a weak
Or,
immune system?
or perhaps the food that we eat,
Yes,
I guess. Huh?
also that.
yeah, so food. Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely, if you have inhale all this stuff, like, why do all these people in Asia, they already were wearing mouth masks, like, even before COVID, because
Hmm.
they're so bad. But that cannot be healthy. I think you can easily find statistics saying
Hmm.
how bad that is. The food here in the US, it's probably terrible compared to the Netherlands. With
Hmm.
heavy chemicals they put in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, people don't get so old here in the US. From all the developed countries, I mean, here they have the lowest life expectancy. So there's enough fresh air here. It must be something else. It must
Hmm.
be the food.
That's right.
I
I
think.
live in I live in London, so it could be due to the what's it called pollution
Uh,
around
the air.
pollution.
Yeah, so the
Uh,
air is so good here. Like Portland, you have the mountains,
mhm.
and it feels healthy. Yeah,
Lots of
definitely.
trees for the what's it called for H2O uh,
The
Yeah,
what?
for oxygen.
trees, yeah, for
For
oxygens.
oxygen and
Uh,
air. Your
uh,
home has a nice view when you open the windows. There's mountains and fresh air.
hmm.
It's a little bit on top, upper ground.
Yep,
Yeah,
more
looks
Yeah.
air.
good. It's a good
Hmm.
place. Yeah,
You know what
Yep.
I do every night? I live in Portland now, 5 6 years. I always have a time lapse camera out,
Hmm.
making. I have lived on different spots in Portland, but always with a nice view, and I just film 24 hours shooting time lapses. And
Hmm.
sometimes the
yeah,
skies are so amazing, like on fire, or um, the sunset. Or, well, I don't have sunrise. I don't have sunset. I have sunrise.
sunrise.
Right.
Yeah,
Uh, sometimes the sun comes up along the mountain, and I can track it. But then I can also track all air traffic or any mysterious lights uh,
Mm-hmm.
being in the sky at night. So I know all like airway movements. I know every UFO which flies around here. I know from which planet it comes.
Where it comes from, in detail. That'd be a bit suspicious. You may have to tell the government where they've come from too.
It
I was reading
is.
this morning
Uh,
or yesterday in the newspaper that the Navy again released a video yesterday saying they're tracking this UFO and then splashes in the water. That's like 3-4 weeks ago. There was a video where the Navy sees these UFOs in the sky. Um, I think last year they had some really good videos. So I'm keeping an eye open for that, and I got some really cool shit. Yeah, you can imagine. I spent 6 years studying UFOs from my house. And I definitely that's one of the things I save for when I monetize. I think everybody wants to
yeah.
see it.
I'm gonna have a lot. I'm gonna have a lot of questions on that one when you make that one, then about UFOs.
That's
Uh,
definitely I have. When I was 16, I saw my first UFO. Since then, I'm like kind of as a hobby to find them and find more proof of them. You want to know the story how I saw my first UFO?
yeah, go
Where did
ahead.
you saw? Is
That'd
it
be good.
Portland?
Yeah, it,
Read somewhere in Portland.
so
Where?
I was in the Netherlands. I remember watching this comet. It was probably somewhere in the 90s, 1996 or so.
Uh
So you
huh.
are watching with binoculars this comet. It doesn't show up often, maybe every 10 years or so. And then suddenly, there was this like bright light going there, and I was watching binoculars and said, "Oh my god, this is a circle with red lights around."
Mm-hmm.
And I give it, my brother, thinking, "Oh, this must be a flying disc, right?" And it moving so slowly, and we were so excited. So we go inside the house, get the rest of the family, like, then we come back, it's gone, and we were like 10 seconds inside, and then I thought, it can't be, it must come back. So I waited a little bit, and then I saw like this shooting star, like, and it stopped. It stayed there for a moment, and it shoots another way, and then another came, and another. Like there was 4 or so, and it's just doing this
Mm-hmm.
light show. Well, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. At that time, I didn't have a camera. I've never seen anything like
Mm-hmm.
exactly like that again. From then on, I know there's something going on in the skies. And then
Oh my.
I did a really nice capture in Florida where I see this really strange craft. And there were 3 of them, and I could capture them. That's also one I say for later. Um, and yeah, so that's also some videos will be about that. And one other thing I'm going to expect a lot of views in England. Okay, so you like the Loch Ness monster, right? Probably there's not much real evidence for it. Like
Yeah.
This monster.
yeah,
Yeah.
they penetrate the lake and with radar. At a certain point, I was with somebody. I mean, we're on a remote island. We were swimming in the sea, and I said, "I see something. We have to get out of the water. It's pretty big." I mean, it's
Yeah.
quite far in the sea, and so I have to run to the beach. And then I grab my camera, and I see
Did you
something that looks
capture?
like the Loch Ness
Did you,
monster. And
do you
oh my
expect to
god,
capture that
that's
one?
going to be one of the best shots I ever did.
Uh,
I'm sure the whole world want to see that one. So
That would make a lot of views.
That will be
yeah,
because that's very
Yeah,
interesting. Lots of people still search you for the Loch Ness monster.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. So that's one of the cool stuff with also when I monetize, because I think I make some money.
yeah.
I've shown all these snapshots to other people, and I really like, oh my god, what is that? So they don't put the videos out right now. I'm still, um, I still edit those, and um, yeah, wait for that. I can only, like I said, I do not even like aim now for one video every 3 weeks or so because I spend time on the editing, traveling, answering comments, supporting others. So it's
Working. You have a regular work.
I work like
Yeah,
8 hours. I
yeah,
work a lot.
8 hours. I
it
work
is.
8 hours too, so that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm actually overwhelmed with work as well. Like, I still work on neuroscience because
mhm.
I
You
work
still
on
does the research,
I work on
research,
five
and
different projects at work.
uh
So it's it's
it's
challenging.
low. It's low overload.
I uh, I submitted a grant 2 weeks ago, a research grant. It was the first grant I wrote by myself as a PI. I will know in June if I get that money. I published 5 articles in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are in good journals like Nature Communication,
Mhm.
and they that one I published earlier this year. It it, it appeared in like 10, 15 different newspapers. Where I designed and tested treatment for Kabuki syndrome, which
Mhm.
is a rare neurological
This is for
disease.
the. Is it gene cells?
So this is um, yeah, it's a developmental disease because these
Uh-huh.
patients they have a mutation in the gene called
Mhm.
MLO4. I've been
Chemical
studying it
four.
for a couple of years,
Okay.
and designed a test, designed and tested the
Uh,
treatment.
I've heard about chemical four.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's actually named after a Japanese theater play
Uh-huh.
where the people actually, when they go on the theater, they use specific makeup, making their eyes big, and these patients look like these theater players, so they call the disease after a specific theater play. Yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, so gladly that project is finished now. So now I went into immune cells mostly like last year. So I joined some publications where I appear as co-author where we studied immune cells infiltrating the brain. People thought that immune cells were actually not going into the brain.
Mhm.
That's like an immune privileged side, but then we see this use infiltration of immune cells in the brain. So
Mhm.
it's kind of interesting observation. So I
So
still work.
is the chemical four about what they put on their face? Then is that what you're saying about chemical four? It's the stuff that they use on their skin.
Oh no, it's not that these theater players get kabuki. No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no, no.
kabuki.
It's just
Okay.
the patient look like.
Okay.
Um,
Chemical four.
the
Okay.
players. Yeah, yeah.
All right then. Also, I was going to ask about your articles. Are you
Mm.
going to put that in your description of your channel so people are aware that you actually sell articles?
So, well,
So
I don't
people.
sell them, but make them. Yeah. I have
Uh-huh.
been uh, thinking about
Mhm.
making a cool movie. Like, so how we go to work, it's like in a spaceship. You
Mhm.
know, we have this thing, and then we go up on the mountain.
Mhm.
Then the institute is on top of the mountain, and sometimes I put the aerial trim in my movies because I think it's such a possible looking
Mhm.
vehicle, because people cannot go to the hospital so easily, so they use this spaceship. Uh, so I can do my GoPro, do some really cool moves in the lab, and do some shots at microscope. I think I can make a really cool movie out of it, and yes, I'm planning something like that, but I want a movie to be cool. I
Yeah.
also did a lot of drone flying around that
Mhm.
place. I
Mhm.
want to incorporate uh, them as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I think this year I want to do something.
Sounds very exciting to me.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be some work to put something like that together.
Yeah. Well, if you have the skills, why not use them? Isn't it? Use the skills.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I actually looked a little bit into sometimes you have these animations like the blood cell goes in the body, does this enzymatic reactions. That channel also will show that, like biology channels also. So I thought, oh, I want something like that in a movie. I don't know how to make animation, so I look at stock footage.
Mhm.
That's expensive. It's like $170 for a few seconds of movie. I thought, that's a little bit,
Mhm.
it's a little bit expensive just
It
to
is.
for just a few seconds. So
That's it's a quite an expensive field to go into. Making a movie.
yeah, I know some people, use stock footage. So
Mhm.
probably there are also cheaper sites and stuff. But I think it's nice if you have been somewhere and you might want to have some nice aerial shots and you can just buy it. I haven't done that yet, but I'm definitely if it's affordable, I would definitely add something that's gonna make it feel better. Like when I said enzymatic reactions, this molecule doing a cool little
Mhm.
trick that would be useful for this video explaining scientific work.
Indeed,
Yeah.
scientific work. Very interesting field. It's an interesting field, scientific. Um,
And so,
um, uh,
yeah, you do anything related to science, or you're in a complete different field?
I used to be into science when I was younger, but not much into science anymore. Would love to go back into it because it was a very interesting subject. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it when I was in school. Scientific studies, very interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So when you go in science when you're young, you may think, "Oh, cool! I'm going to study the oceans and go swim
Hmm.
with fish or be in the jungle."
Hmm.
But at the end, medical biology is way more better to find a job.
Hmm.
There's lots of job in the medical biology, and then these days, science has become more like with computers because
Hmm.
we generate now. Um, First, you had one sample, but now we look at every cell in that sample. Like they can have 10,000 cells. Then one cell can have 10,000 data points. Then we compare that sample, which already consists of 100,000 data points, with a couple of other samples. So we have hundreds of thousands of data points. So now you need actually a super fast computer to make any sense out of that.
Hmm.
So right now there's a whole new branch in science. It's like top field to be being a bioinformatician. doing code writing to make sense out of big data sets. So I moved a little bit into that direction, and I'm aiming to get better in it. That can be done from a computer. So then you can travel anywhere, work and travel. So that would be good for the future.
Mhm.
So that's something I'm interested in. Like I fly to Europe next month and stay for 1.5 months, so I can work from there from science and see which countries are open. Just saw
Mhm.
that Portugal opened up.
When's it open? Is it the 17th or is it after?
Um, Sorry,
Do you, do you know the date when they're open for flights or
but for tourists, you mean?
yes?
Yeah. So I was reading the news this morning, and Netherlands government put Portugal on the list of places where you're allowed to travel. I think Finland, but in the coming months, more countries will be added to the list. So right now, I'm just flying to the Netherlands. I think Germany is really strict. So I love to do a road trip, but I'm not sure if I can. Germany is closed. Basically, yeah, kind of. We are encircled by Germany, the Netherlands. So um, I'm not sure if a road trip is possible. So maybe we have to fly somewhere else in Europe to do some cool
Where are
adventure.
the places that you'll be traveling? I think Germany's still on lockdown
Yep,
Yeah,
until
yeah,
now. It is.
yep.
yeah. So I hope
So
to
we're.
go to Croatia actually this year.
Hope,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully that's still open. I know that they're kind of locking down places at the moment due to the new coronavirus symptoms that's happened in India. So I
Yeah,
don't
so
know. Yeah, I don't know what places are open anymore at the moment due to the new news.
I think
yeah, we
Mexico is open right
Mexico's
now.
open. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
go there. You need a negative test, and you can definitely go there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've seen other YouTubers, Bali, I think, in Asia,
Yeah,
Hmm.
Indonesia.
Indonesia, I think. I
Yep,
think you can
that's right.
travel there. So it's not that like the whole world is closed. There's still planes landing every moment here. So
That's right. Hmm.
it's not that the world is on lockdown. It's just
No,
if you're willing to travel, I'm sure you can travel and still following the rules. Um, yeah,
that's
so
good.
so even I'm just hoping that Europe will open up a little bit more. Um, I'm pretty sure if this Indian variant is not messing up things,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but for English people it must be hard right now. I think England had a pretty heavy lockdown, like Netherlands. The Netherlands pretty
Yes, we
hard,
have. We had
pretty hard.
quite a long lockdown in England. Yeah, very
England is
hot.
still on lockdown.
Well, we're kind of on a lockdown. It's kind of opening now, but nobody can fly anywhere due to the new prime ministers since the 17th. So if you do want to go anywhere, you've got to get a passport and the COVID vaccine thing before you can go anywhere.
Yeah, I saw the news about moving the Champions League final to Portugal, but then
Mm-hmm.
supporters, they have to travel, watch game, go back, notification or so that you can travel,
Mm-hmm.
spend time. No, it's very strictly controlled by the government.
Yep.
So yeah,
And
here,
18 days locked up in a hotel.
So are you supporting Chelsea because it's London? Yeah, right.
I don't follow the English football teams. I support
Oh no.
Spain, my football team
Oh,
of choice, but I don't follow along with the English football teams.
I do follow it a little
You
bit.
do?
It's actually
Which team do you like?
oh, I like Liverpool when Van Dijk was playing there. You know, Dutch guy Van Dijk, Wijnaldum. So they won
Mm,
the Champions League. This year. Yeah, so I was just the highlights. I watch. I just follow it a little bit right now. I'm, just I thought Manchester United was so sad that they're so bad. So first it was nice to laugh at them, but now it's also nice to see them grow again.
mhm.
But I like Ronald Koeman at Barcelona. You know he's a Dutch coach now. I hope they're going to win the league, but I'm not sure.
That's my team, Barcelona. I
I
support
think they
Barcelona. Mhm.
they messed up their chances. I think in the last 2 weeks a little bit. So uh, yeah. So about lockdown, here we are so lucky. We can just go. There's so many places where you can just go from Portland. You can fly to any state, and go to Florida, go on vacation there. Can go to Hawaii. Here in Oregon, there's so many places. It's so beautiful. And basically, you can go on vacation every weekend. If you want to go skiing this afternoon,
Mhm.
now it's like almost 26, 27 degrees here.
Mhm.
But I can just be in the mountains in like 2 hours and
That's right.
go skiing.
Or in the water.
I can.
Uh,
People are swimming right now here in
yep.
Manhattan.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's so many places you can do like surfing, like either wave surfing or kite surfing. It's very
Hmm. My
popular.
favorite. I like that.
Yeah, there's so many cool places. You don't have to be bored. So the lockdown.
Hmm.
Even yesterday, I went to the pub. I thought pubs were closed, but actually people were just sitting inside, and you can see that. Well, I was sitting outside. It was a nice weather, but it's really good lately. Yeah. Uh, Last April, there was some hikes that they closed. They closed the beach. Doesn't make any sense. The beach is really huge and
Hmm.
windy. There's no way you're going to infect anybody else. But I'm glad it was only temporary. So they opened up all those hikes and mountains.
Hmm.
So, so now it's
Okay, we got the last question here to ask, and that is, can you ask in Dutch to watch your channel and our channel and support each other in Dutch? So in your own language. Uh-huh. That's the
okay.
last question.
So Claymare is the channel name, right?
uh,
Claymare. Do I say
uh-huh.
that good?
Yeah, yeah,
And
Yeah.
you
you did.
and
Uh-huh.
Paul Blogs. Paul Blog.
Paul
He's Paul
Blogs.
Blogs. Yeah,
Uh,
Blogs.
Oké,
It is
lieve
interesting.
kijkertjes. Ik wil jullie graag zoeken om Paul Blogs en Claymare YouTube channel te
Uh-huh.
bezoeken. Wat hele goede content, goede interviews, travel, reizen. Alsjeblieft daar een bezoekje brengen. En Follow the Sun, altijd goed voor zo'n adventure, zo'n beetje avonturen in het buitenland. Mooie muziek, mooie locaties, mooie actie en zonnige bestemmingen. Follow the Sun. En follow Claymare en follow All Blogs.
Thank
I
you.
think that was on my
Thank
best Dutch.
That's the best touch.
I did. I
Very
think
nice. I like
I
that.
did get. I think I did get understand that one. So we have a good time, Chris, for having you here.
Thank
Doc
you
Chris.
for
Yeah,
inviting
it
me, Dr.
it
Chris.
did.
Yeah, yeah, Dr.
Yes,
Chris.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that you're here as well. It was very fun to
Yeah, it
learn
was
more about your places you visit and your friendly face, smiling always. And yeah, it was very good to see you in our channels.
yeah,
yes. I have to visit your channel. I will definitely do that soon. Maybe today,
Only if
tomorrow.
you enjoy it. Don't have to, but if you like to, that'll be nice. Uh,
we will be
Okay. Yeah.
continuing to watch the Follow the Sun. Yep. Oh, and we are hoping that you get to monetize
yes, definitely.
because your videos are indeed amazing.
Thank you,
They're
Clay.
nice. Yeah, it is. So they're nice. So if you got new videos, you just have to tell us so we may be able to feature them on our channels. Yeah. So
Cool.
just we are helping a lot to support the fellow YouTubers.
Indeed.
Yeah, and
It's a little concern.
we wish to success, more videos, and
Yes.
greater developments on science. Yeah, more of
Yes.
research and article.
Indeed.
Yeah,
And more information about UFOs and also in the science part and yeah your field.
yeah, UFOs would be interesting. We'll be looking
Oh,
forward if
good.
you make a video on that
Glad
one.
you guys like it as well.
Yeah, and
Yes.
Yeah.
thank you,
Okay.
Christian.
Well,
Thank you
thank
for
you so
being
much
here.
for having me.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure talking to you both.
Yep. And also looking forward to your movie that you're going to make too. So
yeah,
You have to check
yes.
out that I fly my new drone. It will probably in a month or so that I. Yeah, it's going to
yeah.
be
It
so
would.
cool. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for coming and see you soon again.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yep. Bye, Chris.
Hi, Claire. Hey.
I wait. Wait.
Okay.
I replay something to end this one. Oh, just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'm still live.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I'm still on. Just wait.
And thank you everybody for joining today. And please share and hit the like button.